there could be a big input of money from Valencia. So the Valencia players, are they playing for their futures right now?
Well, they are. They know have to play for the club and the fans, and obviously for themselves as well. If they want to be the contract, they want to be involved in next season in big tournaments like Champions League, and definitely the money is going to put a bit of pressure on them as well, because new players might come in and they have to keep and try to earn their place in the team.
It's 13 points off fourth at the moment. Real Madrid 8 points off the top two if they don't win this game. Surely they will do if they carry on how they played in the first half. Let's get back to Jerry and Rob.
Well, Cristiano Ronaldo's goal, the difference between the two sides as we start the second half. Cristiano Ronaldo's 164th La Liga goal for Real Madrid, putting him level with the great Hugo Sanchez as the fourth all-time scorer for Real in La Liga. He has a good record against Valencia as well. It's his 7th goal in 10 matches against them. I think the Spanish referee, by playing just 45 minutes in the first half, has caused chaos with the scheduling of the start of the second half. But away they go. The last 45 minutes of the calendar year, Real Madrid on the course to take themselves onto 41 points, but it will still be 5 behind Atletico and Barcelona with a game to go. Or should I say 2 games to go in the first half of the season. Of course, in Spain, the teams play each other in the same rotation in the second half of the season as they did in the first.
It's a good system, Rob, and it's a good idea that they give the players a little break as well. Unlike the British League, which is the holiday season, Boxing Day games are fantastic for the fans because they're school holidays. They can all get to watch the games, but it's not this way. It's all about Los Tres Reyes, the 3 Kings, Christmas, and giving the players a little bit of a break.
Well, the players head off to their friends and families after this game and return for training on the 29th of December. Very few envious footballers in Britain. But then they go globetrotting again. They're away with a match against Paris Saint-Germain on the 2nd of January in Doha. So a little respite for Real Madrid. Mind you, wouldn't swap the festive footy in England for anything, would you? Verguli's header was a poor attempt at a clearance from Ruiz. Well, the call from the new manager Nico Estevez, who's a Valencia-born member of staff of the club, as is the goalkeeper Higuaín, for the fans to get behind the team. Says at the turning point, the transitional part of the season, they need that vociferous local support. There's Nacho, the only player to receive a yellow card in the first half, to Sergio Ramos. Nacho to Modric. Benzema. Di Maria. Same pattern of play as the first half. Valencia defending with 2 banks of 4. Real Madrid trying to find a way through the maze. Benzema. Marcelo. Modric comes flying in. There's Piatti. Taken on by Xabi Alonso, who has ruled the midfield tonight.
Oh, he and Modric just totally command, don't they, Robin? Modric technically is very, very good. He very rarely gives the ball away, as does Xabi Alonso. But both are really hard-working. Angerman in midfield, they both put the effort in. They close down and work hard like everyone else is. The free kick's been given for the foul on Figule. There's a reason why Marcelino has caught him.
The Algerian international will be heading to the World Cup finals next summer. Ramos. Isco. There you go, Lopez, who's not had a telling save to make so far this evening.
And there was nothing really he could do about the goal as well, Rob, to be fair.
It's almost a year since Lopez established himself as the #1 at Real Madrid. It was January last year. It was against Valencia when Iker Casillas broke his hand.
Certainly was, but you have to give it to Diego Lopez. He's been so good and so consistent since then. And it does cause a problem for Iker Casillas. He has to think long and hard about where he's going to get games next season, and certainly Champions League and Copa del Rey. I don't know if that's going to be enough for him.
Spanish paper talk this weekend that he may be linked with Arsenal or Manchester City. More paper talk that Valdez might be going to Manchester City or even Monaco. But at the moment, that's all that is speculation. Mathieu. Caught in possession. Scramble back to Bernat. Now Piatti. Driving across is Nacho. Di Maria leaves the ball behind. Parejo. Referee acknowledges the foul. Jonas.
Corner.
There's a corner. Coming off Nacho. Taken until the 51st minute for Valencia to record their first corner of the evening.
Well, it's a chance to get people forward. Got Mathieu and Ruiz who can come forward and attack this ball if we get a good delivery, and that's what they need, quality delivery.
They do have a slight height advantage, Valencia, but not with a corner kick like that. Bernat. It's a long shot. Is that young Fede?
Well, that was a wee bit hit and hope for Fede.
One of the players who's been recruited young by Valencia, still only 20 years of age. Argentinian under-20 international has come through the Valencia youth system. It's his 8th start tonight, yet to score in La Liga. But they do always have a fine conveyor belt of talent at this club. Remember, they raked in 42 million euros in the summer when they sold Soldado to Tottenham, Tino Costa to Moscow, Nelson Valdez went out, Gago as well, Sissoko to Liverpool. Every year it appears they have to clear the decks and write off some of the debt. Isco, Marcelo. Isco continues his run. Herrera.
Again, clever defending. Just doing off, but that left-hand side Isco and certainly Marcelo is a handful. They'll always push forward, as well Arbeloa on the other flank, but I think Ronaldo's given a little bit more freedom. He loves to get the one-on-one situations. He's not really had too many. He's got on the score sheet, but he'll be looking more. Jonas's first touch has let him down.
A good pre-Christmas crowd must be close to the 50,500 that the stadium holds on a capacity evening. If the new man can rekindle the building of the new stadium, they can have up to about 75,000 supporters at the new Mestalla. This is Piatti. Bernat. Piatti continues the run, takes Arbeloa out of play. Teasing little cross behind you was the cry to Marcelo, who kept his eye on the ball until the final vital half a second.
I think that's a weakness you see at the far post, the height of Marcelo and Faguli coming to attack it. But you're right, Robbie, he holds the line well, he makes it difficult. Super delivery though, great ball.
Marcelo does feel like one of the veterans of the side, but just checked, he still is only 25 years of age.
He's been around a long time, hasn't he? And he and Higuain arrived.
Here's Xabi Alonso. to Benzema. Alonso to Ronaldo. Arbla. Ronaldo, whose name is on the score sheet, but he's had one of his quieter evenings, and the referee has given a free kick, and I think it should be a punishment of a card to come as well for Piatti.
Well, he might be only 5'4", but he's got a little bit of bite. He comes in a little bit late here. Sliding tackle, trailing leg, straight through Ronaldo. His right foot catches him.
The human flea, they call him. He's nipped by the human flea, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Ayala was a bit like that. He was committed. He liked to have a tackle, and he reminded me a lot of Daniel Passarella, who was about 5'10" as well, but jumped really well in the air.
From the last set-piece situation, the goalkeeper left that gap, and it was exploited as Ronaldo nipped in. Di Maria again, and this time Mathieu stands his ground.
Oh, I'll tell you what, the quality of the delivery is unbelievable. It was Romeo who got his head on that one. Looks like he is picking up Ronaldo. He has to get his head on it. That's good defending from Marcelo on Figule.
Benzema trying to shake off his markers. Mathieu's clearance. Piatti. Mathieu leaves his central defensive position. That could be a mistake. As Ronaldo and Benzema are still up there. Mathieu's gone chasing again. They've lost their shape here. They've lost their pillar at the centre of defence. Marcelo. Ronaldo. Great run by Ronaldo. Benzema!
Wow.
Quick fire football from Real Madrid.
Certainly was. Great counter-attack football, one-touch play. And narrowly wide. There it is, little 1-2, 1-2, and another one. And Benzema just adjusts slightly and tries to guide it with his side foot. Ronaldo, Marcelo, and then Benzema. Hasn't had too many clear-cut chances, to be fair to Karim Benzema tonight.
Well, he's edging towards his 100 goals for Real Madrid. He's currently on 97. Karim Benzema. This is Bernat and Lopez. He has to hang on well amongst a congested penalty area. Couldn't spill it. Very close game. Tough contest for Real Madrid.
I just think they win the ball back quicker than Valencia, and they have more possession. Obviously, oh, that's a bad tackle. It's got to be a yellow card.
Exactly, knows it as well. He knows what's coming next as he takes Isco out of the game. Just playing late.
Yeah, but they're getting more and more desperate as the chances are created. If he stays on his feet, he won't get booked. And Isco's going away from goal. I don't think he needs to dive in, Rob. He probably used to do that at left back, but not at centre half. Just look at the position that Benzema's taken up. He's about a yard offside. Whatever the back four line is, he's about a yard offside, and then he's going to check to come on side. Sergio Ramos is the same. Ronaldo just behind him, and Romeo picking up Ronaldo again.
You can see what Benzema wants. Di Maria is the taker of all free kicks tonight, right into the 6-yard box. Good header though by Jonas, who'd come back to assist his defence once more. Now Piatti. Marcelo sure-footed. Mathieu had to win the ball, having freshly been booked. Modric. Arbla. The referee stops players. There's a head injury to Xabi Alonso.
It's a 50-50. Xabi Alonso's let the ball bounce over his head, and he's turning into the challenge of Mathieu, and I think Mathieu's got nothing else he can do. He goes to the ball, he wins it cleanly, his arm's up there, he just catches him in the side of the face, similar to the one in the first half with Sergio Ramos, obviously, and Jonas. It's not a free kick for me.
Not a free kick, but nevertheless very painful for Xabi Alonso.
Occupational hazard. Well, he's up early.
Both eyes were fixed on the ball, but you could see it was like a boxer taking a punch in slow motion, wasn't it?
But then he lands on top of him as well. See his back just coming down on top of Xavi, and you can see why he's a little bit concussed.
It's one of those when you get a blow to the ear, it rings for several minutes.
Yep.
Well, Valencia are going to make their first change of the evening. It's going to be Sergio Canales who's going to come on.
Well, does that mean Feghouli comes off? Because Fegouli's playing in the hole, and that's the position that Canales plays. Ex-Real Madrid player, great left foot, fresh legs with what, just about 30 minutes to go. Or do they go even more positive and take a defensive midfield player or a fullback off?
Well, Canales is a lightweight, attack-minded player. Didn't appear to have a massive future ahead of him when Real Madrid spent €6 million on a teenager. Didn't quite make the grade at the Bernabeu.
He did look the part.
Personalities, didn't he, with Mourinho? He looked the part at Racing Santander.
At Racing, he looked the part at 17. Rob, very talented, great left foot. It's not to say he won't come back again.
An hour gone at the Mestalla. Valencia trailing by 2-1. A Cristiano Ronaldo goal in the 40th minute. The difference between the sides. Parejo. Now Bernat. He's the man who created the goal for Piatti to draw them level. Here is Piatti. That'll be a corner.
Oh. Super little run from Bernat. And there's the answer, Rob. It's actually Fede who's coming off.
Well, the game has passed by the young Argentinian midfield player. Hasn't had a great impact. Looks exhausted. And it's Sergio Canales, Spanish under-21 international, former Real Madrid man. And he played 15 games for Real Madrid. Can he come back to haunt them? Heads up, goalkeeper's lost it. And Mathieu is there. Plain and simple goal from Valencia, striking at the heart of Real Madrid.
Again, Rob, all about the delivery for me. Fabulous delivery. Mathieu gets to it first, gets a little flick, a little glancing flick as he's pulling out. And again, quality on the delivery. Have a look at this. Well, I'm looking to see who's picking him up. Is it Sergio Ramos? It looks like Sergio Ramos. Mathieu gets to it first, gets that. I just wonder, why doesn't the goalkeeper get there, Rob? It's inside the 6-yard box. Could he not come and claim that one? Tough one, there's bodies in the way, but gotta give it to Valencia, they're plugging away.
Mathieu's first La Liga goal of the season. What a time to score it. Game on, Real Madrid. A game they can't afford to drop points. They did so last week when they went north to Osasuna. They were held 2-2 in the city of Pamplona.
I thought that was a good result in the end, Rob, with playing for almost a half with only 10 men and being 2-0 down. So I thought they showed character to come back to get a 2-2 draw. Pepe scoring the equaliser.
They're very much in the shadows of Atletico and Barcelona this season, Real. A win is required tonight. Isco. Now Di Maria. There's a strength and a determination about the tackling of Valencia tonight.
Arbeloa's going to get booked, Rob.
Yes, it was a clumsy challenge by Arbeloa.
I think it was a wee bit calculated as well, because the ball had beaten him and Arbeloa made sure he got his body in the way. The ball can go past, but the ball and man doesn't go past.
He was testing the strength of the ribs of Canales as well, wasn't he? Arbeloa follows Nacho into the referee's book. Tremendous atmosphere at this sheer-sided stadium. Proper football club, always a noise here. Can they make it even more unwelcoming for Real Madrid? Bernat makes an inch for himself. Arbeloa sticks out a boot. Bernat gets it in there. Alonso, right place, right time, and right kind of rushed clearance.
Well, that's good pressure now. The home side have really got the bit between their teeth. Bernat putting all sorts of pressure on the fullback Arbeloa. It's a good response. Here's Parejo.
It's a game that has a real festive, atmospheric feel. Pereira with the shot. Goalkeeper's only half held on to it, and Jonas couldn't react quick enough. Well done, Lopez.
Oh, absolutely brilliant now. Is he offside? Yes, he is. And had he scored, it would have been deemed offside. Well done, but Diego Lopez doesn't know that. Great recovery, Rob. Good game, real good game now.
Real Madrid are going to have to dig very, very deep. And their 25th goal of the season. 25th game of the season. It's Modric. See much of that pre-match sherry, Jerry.
You're saying 25th goal. You were looking at Ronaldo at the time. I think he's gone past. He's on 27 now, isn't he?
He is.
Here's Modric. He's pushing forward.
Modric. Benzema. Flips it in. Good headed by Mathieu. And a decent volley in the circumstances from Di Maria.
Yep, tight angle. Takes all the power out when he hits it down into the ground, though. But that's a decent response from Real Madrid. It's end-to-end stuff now. It's winner takes all. We've got ourselves a Christmas cracker, Rob.
Modric. Alonso. Isco. Benzema was never going to be favourite to that one. Jonas. Piatti.
Oh,
Nacho does well. Really dug in. Neither coach can bear to sit down. It's a great response for the man in charge, the interim, Nico Estevez. Pereira.
Well, Ronaldo's back defending as well, Rob.
Well, of course, he was doing the double step over against his Portuguese international teammate Cristiano Ronaldo there.
He's obstructed there, he's blocked off. It's blatant in this one. Romeo just runs straight into him. And this is the volley here. Tight angle, you can see Di Maria hammers it down into the ground, Rob, and that takes the pace out of it.
3/4 of the game gone in a committed game.
Oh, it's an iffy one, that one.
Finds his way to Arbeloa. Modric.
They're starting to get more of the ball. They're starting to win it better. They're enforcing their will on the game. This has been a really good spell for Valencia, the home side, and Real Madrid going to have to dig deep.
Down below, the young coach, 33-year-old Nico Estevez, has got a reaction from the team. He made the changes tonight. 4 players deselected in the starting 11. Nobody gets dropped these days, do they? Don't call them squads, they call them groups. Players aren't dropped, they're deselected or rotated. It appears he's got the one game in charge, and Pizzi will be the new coach. He's up in the director's box alongside Ayala, watching his new team tonight. Alonso. Benzema. Marcelo. Headed away by Matthew. Real Madrid really trying to turn on the pressure here. Ramos to Modric, to Ronaldo. Wide on the right-hand side is Isco. Poor cross from Isco. Modric chasing the loose ball. Andy wins it back through the legs.
Offside.
And it's too good to be true for Cristiano Ronaldo. He was way offside.
Yep, offside. Thought there might have been a little foul on Modric, so the referee didn't give him the free kick. He's nicked it there. That's Mathieu, who's already on a yellow card. A little bit fortunate. He jumps in two-footed, catches him.
I just wonder, had he not already had the yellow card, whether the referee would have given a free kick for that.
I think you're right, Rob, on that one.
Thank you, Jerry.
But I will say Modric is such an influential player. You know, his passing's brilliant, his recovery's great. He's been the best passer of the ball from the midfield and attacking point of view from Real Madrid. Over 90% success. It's 9 out of 10. Well done, Danny Parejo.
It's a major improvement from Valencia, who were well beaten by Atletico 3-0 last week. Feghouli, toe stuck out by Marcelo, corner Valencia.
Yeah, he's moved out on the right to take over the position of Fede. Canales has gone into the hole in the middle behind Jonas, and they're getting a bit of joy now. They're starting to cause a few problems now. What's the response for Real Madrid? They're going to need to make a substitute or two. Who do they bring on?
A discussion between Ancelotti and one of his right-hand men these days, Zinedine Zidane. Over Mathieu, over Feghouli, headed back in by Piatti. Real do look uncomfortable when they're defending. Almost 2/3 possession, Real. But Valencia will be comfortable with that. It's all part of the game plan.
They haven't had as many chances, but they've got themselves 2 goals.
Alonso.
Ooh. I think it was intended for Modric.
Below to Modric. Now Isco. Marcelo. Cleared by Feghouli. Nacho.
Oh, that's great defending.
Very good defending from Bernat, who's been assured on the left side of the Valencia defence tonight.
You know, they're making them play the diagonal ball, and it gives them 5 or 10 yards to make up the distance to get across, get a touch on it. It looks like there's movement on the Real Madrid bench, Rob.
It's going to be a striker who's going to come on, Jesse. And Isco is the player removed. Probably not getting much appreciation from the home supporters, but Jesse off, and Isco takes the break. Of course, he started his career at Valencia, didn't he? Left here for around €6 million back in 2011 when he went to Malaga. Malaga took a player at 6 million, sold him for 30 million in the summer to Real Madrid.
Marcelo was totally outgunned there. There's 3 of them. Parejo and Canales and Jonas.
Does it mean, Jerry, a change of formation? Isco has been operating as the supporting midfield man. Jesse is very much a centre forward, isn't he?
Yes, he is. He's a striker. He's a goal scorer. He's still developing. He's a bit the same as Morato, but Morato's more of a target man.
Jesse's one goal for the senior side against Barcelona. Look at the space here. Oh, and well, Lopez did have to stretch. It may have been going wide, the shot from Canales.
Well, if they can restrict them to shots from outside the penalty area, I think they'll be happy enough with that, Rob, but given away cheaply.
Canales.
Inside.
Paguli's cross, Ramos' header away. Ramos to Ronaldo. Di Maria. Benzema and Jesse in support. Right across it goes. Ruiz with the clearance. They've defended well, Valencia. Parejo. Piatti. Canales has a look around. Nobody really on the right-hand side, which is ideally he wanted to play it. Jonas. Faguli goes to the right wing. Marcelo's had an excellent game as a defender tonight. His strength is an attacking left back.
Yeah, his last ball or two that he's played when he got forward hasn't been of the quality. He needs to clear the man on the near post. Has to be better delivery from him. But give credit to Valencia, they've worked really hard as Jonas plays that one in and the goalkeeper collects it.
15 minutes to go, of course, here. Reminder of the Spanish football you can see on demand. The making of Messi is an on-demand service as from today. From Christmas Eve, you can catch up with Ronaldo a golden year. From Christmas Day, goles y goles y goles on demand. How will Real Madrid finish the year? Benzema. Surely they don't want another drab draw. Here's Jonas.
Well, I think they'll have to start thinking about Di Maria. He's giving the ball away very cheaply. Here's a break.
Nice back flick. Great early ball by Piatti as well. Jonas takes it in his stride. Ramos sticks to his task. And Lopez just about had the angles covered, but a scary moment created by Jonas of Brazil.
Yeah, he peels off the far post of Sergio Ramos. He's got about 6 or 7 yards. Good first touch. Ramos stays on his feet, goes through his legs, wide of the far post. This is the right place to aim for again, but it's Di Maria who'd give the ball away in the opposition half. And he looks like he's just starting to get a little bit tired. We've had some great quality from him. We've had a fabulous goal and a great delivery for the Ronaldo goal, but I just wonder, is Ancelotti thinking about, has he got the legs to finish the last 15 minutes?
A game on a knife edge. Arbla. Jesse. Not at the standard required of a Real Madrid centre forward. Ancelotti said after the game midweek in the Copa del Rey that he was disappointed by the performance of some of the younger players who were given a break. Jesse got involved in the social media and said that he felt they'd given as good as they could. Maybe Ancelotti's not up on the social media and ignored the comment. He was back in the squad tonight. 13 minutes to go. Piatti. Referee has a long, lingering look and then decides it was a fair challenge from Xabi Alonso.
Well, he gets a bit of the ball. Maybe Piatti goes down a little bit too easy, but I could see why Piatti has a case for the free kick.
Arbla. Modric. Ronaldo. He's been given no freedom whatsoever tonight. Ramos. Di Maria. Marcelo. Maria just seems to be sapped for strength, Jerry.
I think he looks totally exhausted. That's why I said it earlier, Rob. He gave the ball away cheaply for the second time in about 2 minutes. And the break came on, and that's where the shot came in from Jonas. And I just thought maybe they should consider making another substitution.
Here's Modric.
I'd still like to see Ronaldo on the other side, on the other flank. Coming inside on his right foot.
Benzema. Parejo. Jonas. The rhythm was somewhat lost. Canales to Mathieu. Romeo plays it wide. Jean Pereira. Cute ball. Feghouli. Canales. Not quite sure what he's attempting there. He's managed to get it back to Feghouli, who was strolling back from an offside position.
Yeah, final ball in. Once again let them down. And once it came back to Feghouli, you can see he's clearly offside. Well, substitution.
Well, a popular man in these parts is Arbeloa. He goes off and Carvajal comes on. And the applause really is for little Piatti, who makes way for Guardado. Well, Piatti's been playing on the left wing. Guardado's real position is left wing. He's been playing at left back in recent weeks. It'd be interesting to see which way they play it. Will Guardado go to left back and Benat go to the left wing? They have two options there, but clearly an offence-minded change by the caretaker coach.
Yeah, and fresh legs as well. The Mexican international's got a lot of energy.
Goalkeeper's got a long way off his line. It's Jesse, blocked by Mathieu. Now Modric. Jesse right across the area. Good defending by Pereira.
Anywhere will do. He just wanted to get the ball away. Starting to get under the car. See substitutions, some fresh legs maybe. Going to swing it Real Madrid's way. And it's anybody's game at the moment, Rob.
It's been an energy-sapping 80 minutes. Jesse. Brilliant run. Right across the 6. Carvajal made the move. This is Modric. Jesse! Super sub!
I think that's a mistake, Rob. I'll give credit to Jesse for scoring what looks like it might be a winner, but the goalkeeper doesn't cover himself in glory. Guaita is beaten at the near post.
Ancelotti calls for calm. He's asking an awful lot of his players, because you can see the relief as Jesse Rodriguez scores just his second goal in Real Madrid colours. He saw the slight gap when it came to him. Khaleesi had the space. Goalkeeper left it. And he hit it, hope for the best, and the goalkeeper completely lost his bearings.
Absolutely, I thought it the first time. Well done, Modric, knock it out the left, put it back into Jesse. Or Hesse, and he hammers it, and the goalkeeper is certainly at fault for me. Guaita will not relish looking at this in the replay. Beaten at the near post. And they've really put in a fantastic 80-odd minutes. Valencia have had a real go in the second half. But this could be a massive win for Real Madrid.
Boy, do they need it. It's the 12th time this season, by the way, they've managed to score 3 goals in a match. What they don't want is to concede 3, something they've done only once, and that was against Sevilla when they actually scored 7 themselves.
Well, this is where I like Ronaldo on this left-hand side.
And Ronaldo hurdles one, takes on Ruiz, leaves him, goes to the floor, and he's told to get back onto his feet by Mathieu.
Well, little step over Ruiz. Well, he doesn't get the ball. Maybe Ronaldo goes down too easy, but he definitely doesn't get the ball, Ruiz.
Canales.
They're going to have to gamble, Valencia, Rob. They're going to have to throw players forward, and that means that's where Real Madrid can come in on the counter-attack with the pace they've got.
Fegouli's cross. Still a few laps for Real Madrid to do here. This is where he was helped up by Matthew. Third and final change for Valencia. Parejo, who's had a decent game in midfield, comes off. And the Argentinian international Eber Banega.
Well, he's a talent now, you have to say. He could do anything in the last 6 or 7 minutes. Technically, he's very good. Eber Banega. And that's what they need. They need a little bit of special magic from someone. Oh,
it's a
give it
terrible
away.
pass, and it's freed Benzema. Mathieu comes across to stop his progress, as does Banega. Danger over momentarily for Valencia. Discipline has been the key word for them tonight, but that has to go out of the window now. They have to gamble.
Well, he gives away a free kick, silly one, but it's in the opposition's half, which is not too bad. Now you can see there, he doesn't get the ball. Victor Ruiz does not get the ball. Maybe I think Ronaldo goes down a wee bit too easy, but on another day, another referee might have given that.
Well, 20 points is the mark that Valencia are at the moment. That leaves them in the middle of the table with the likes of Levante and Espanyol and Elche. Clubs, they will feel they are much better now. They certainly have a bigger budget now and a wider support than Matthew with some gamesmanship, trying to wind up Cristiano Ronaldo.
He's the one should be wound up. With 3-2 down at home with 5 minutes to go. They can keep it and just encourage them to come onto the ball and get them to come out of the defensive shell they've been in for most of the game.
Di Maria leaves the ball behind again. His legs look very heavy. Nacho wins the header. And Jonas coming back from an offside position.
The pass is made. Not sure he was offside. That's debatable, that one.
Di Maria, not unsurprisingly, is taken out of the firing line.
Well, he's had some fabulous moments.
He has. He
That's
started the
best one,
scoring
Rob.
in the 27th minute with a brilliant goal. His replacement, Asia Ilamendi.
Yeah, Ilamendi, who got his first goal last week.
Big goal in the Copa del Rey, his first goal in 87 senior appearances.
This is the goal.
At the moment, it's the winning goal from young Jesse. 20-year-old striker with what could be one of the most important goals of Real Madrid's season. It keeps them slightly in the reckoning for La Liga.
Well done, Dani Carvajal.
And Jesse again. 3 minutes remain at the Mestalla. Romeo. Pereira. Banega. Feguli. Jonas with the header, and it needed a full stretch of Diego Lopez just checking his bearings.
It helps when you're 6'6", Rob, doesn't it? You know, it's like picking apples, isn't it, for him? They're still chipping away, Valencia, to be fair to them. As Ilamendi working hard to close down and keep them in their own defensive third.
Get the impression there's still one major chance left in the final 2 minutes of this match. Can Valencia take it? This is Feguli, draws Ramos from the centre. It's a poor cross. Modric. Marcelo. Gets himself out of a tight position. In a assured way, the Croatian. Referee says no foul. Guardado. Matthew takes a bit of a gamble. takes out the opposition. May have been a foul, but the referee gives Real the advantage. That's a fantastic tackle, not once, but twice from Romeo.
You cannot fault the commitment. They're really giving it everything. I agree with you, the first one from Achu was a foul. But Romeo stuck to his task. That's not a free kick for me. And it'll be disappointing for Valencia if that's the goal that they lose. All 3 points too. It's a disappointing one at the near post.
There's nothing wrong with Real Madrid's scoring form this season. They're on 49 goals in La Liga, leading scorers in the division. Recent weeks they've scored a 5 against Real Sociedad, a 5 against Almeria, 4 against Valladolid. Down to 2 goals last week against Osasuna in the draw, of course. But the 3rd goal tonight should prove to be the winning goal. It will mean that they go on to 41 points, 5 behind Barca and Atletico Madrid as we approach the turning point of the season.
Yeah, there's a long way to go, Rob, honestly. All the squads are going to be tested. Now, Real Madrid's had some injuries to theirs. Varane's a key man. I think they could do with him. You can see that today with... well, Nacho, to be fair, has done well, but slot in, maybe injured with a leader. Maybe they can when he goes.
Valencia. Neg. Canales tries to cut one through the middle of the Real defence. Ramos. Little uncertain. Feghouli plays it back. There's a huge cry for handball as it came off the midriff, it appeared, of Xabi Alonso. Now Jesse. Look at that for commitment from Mathieu.
Great defending. Really worked at it, didn't he? Wouldn't give up. Unless it's in a handball. It hits him right in the chest, Xabi Alonso.
Our Spanish director will put the magnifier on it in a moment. Can't take your eyes off this game, though. Banega. Mathieu. Romeo.
Oh, disappointing.
Still some rough edges on the play of Romeo, the central midfield man on loan from Chelsea.
Well, it's a learning curve. You can see clearly hits him in the centre of the chest. There's no way it's a handball. But Romeo's strong and learning all the time. Just needs to keep possession a little bit better, I think. Well, one last chance, just over a minute left.
Banega. João Pereira. Banega again. It's not a bad ball in there. Excellent defending from Carvajal. Jesse. Ronaldo. Poor clearance from Illarramendi. They keep coming on, chasing the equalising goal. It's Jonas. Ronaldo runs into trouble.
Oh, they're giving it away cheaply again. Fans would just love to see one more chance. There's Benzema. The break's on.
Ronaldo's onside. 2 defenders with him. Jesse's on this near side. He wants the ball. Ronaldo was going for goal, though. Greed is sometimes a virtue. But look on the bright side, I suppose, for Real Madrid, he's forced a corner. Wow. We'll play down the clock.
He's got 2 players. He's got Jesse on his right. He's got Benzema on his left. He went for the shot. If it goes in the net, you don't fault him. But if it doesn't, you could say he should have passed it.
He'll just point to the stadium clock, which shows the 3 promised minutes have been utilised in borrowed time beyond stoppage time.
Taking a short one.
All the pantomime theatrics in the corner.
Oh, that's nasty.
Well, it just sums up what has been a competitive game tonight. Disappointing result for Valencia, but a massively important game for Real Madrid. They're some way off the league leaders, Atletico Madrid, and top of the league, Barcelona. But it keeps them in the equation as we say goodbye to 2013 and we look forward to some goals aplenty in 2014 in La Liga.
Yes, and what a crucial goal that could be for Carlo Ancelotti and Real Madrid. It did look as if they would finish 2013 8 points off the top two. And well, luck as well as skill and hard work plays a part in winning, doesn't it? Certainly hard luck for Valencia.